The real estate market is changing, and today I'm going to give you 5 steps you should take right now. Hi, I'm Eric Lowry with the Lowry team in eXp Realty. In the real estate market, let's face it, it's changing. Some people are calling it a shift. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, is definitely a change in the air. And here are 5 steps I'm taking right now, and I think you should too. Number 1, right now I'm evaluating all of the expenses, all the money we're spending in our business, not just because I think I need to cut things, but it's a great time, anytime, but for sure right now, to evaluate what are we spending our money on and are we getting a good return on it? And I think it makes perfect sense to do that now with the changing market we're in. So number 1, evaluate your expenses. What are you spending your money on? Number 2, listings are going to start taking longer to sell. It may actually already be happening a bit, but for sure it's coming down the pike pretty quickly. Listings are taking longer than we're used to sit on the market. And so you need to be thinking about developing a price reduction script that you're going to use when you have a listing that isn't selling. How is that conversation going to sound with the seller? Prepare now for it. I'd scratch it out on paper, get it down so that you have a script starting a conversation about how to get a price reduction. In the same vein, number 2 is listings are going to take longer to sell. You also need a plan for how you're going to communicate with your sellers. It's been quite a while since the market was such that we had to make those phone calls every week to call those sellers, to touch base, to say, here's what's happening and here's the feedback and all those sorts of things. We've gotten pretty used to just listing a home. It sells in a day or 2 and boom, we're off to the races to get it closed. Well, now we're moving into a little bit more of a normal market where we're going to have to follow up and communicate with sellers and keep them posted. And so I think you need right now to think about what's your plan for how you're going to communicate with sellers. Are you going to call them every week? Are you going to email them every week or text them every week? Or what are you going to tell them you're going to do in terms of communication? Let's get that planned out now. Number 3 step you need to take right now is start studying the real estate market. Now, maybe you already kind of do, or you think you do, but here's what I mean. I mean, you need to daily, or at a minimum, a couple of times a week, be watching the market, going into the areas that you are primarily most interested in, and checking out what are all the new listings, how many are there, and what kind of price points are they hitting. Watching price reductions. One of the things I've seen as I do this every week is price reductions have escalated very quickly. We went from hardly ever having any to now we're the most I've ever seen maybe. They're very, very high. And so you need to know about what's happening with those in your area so that it helps you stay aware of what's going on with pricing. Watch your pending home sales in those areas. Understand that some homes are still going to sell super fast. And so those price points you need to be aware of. Some homes are going to languish on the market. The difference is one of those homes came to the market with a sharp price point. They were where they needed to be to sell quickly, and the others didn't. If a home stays on the market for very long at all, it means we missed the price. So the last one on that, I would watch the list of sale price ratios. We're typically seeing those right now over 100%. That's not going to last. It's going to ebb backwards. So have an awareness around what's going on with those. And then the 4th strategy is communicating with your database, your sphere of influence, your past clients. You need to communicate with them more than you have in a long time. Keep them apprised of what's going on in the market. Ask them questions that they want to hear answers to, and then circle back and follow up with those. But make sure you're staying in touch with your people very closely. Make sure you're connected with them on the social media channels they're on. Make sure you've got their email and phone numbers correct in your database, and reach out, stay in touch. Number 5, I think this might be the most important one. You need to put the pedal to the metal on your lead generation efforts. Whatever that means for you. We all do those things in a different way. I don't think it matters right now what the way is as much as it matters that you put the pedal to the metal. You are going to need in the coming months more leads to convert than you think you do. And the time to start on that is now. Don't get caught short in the fall when you look back wishing that you had done more to build a bigger, stronger pipeline in your real estate business. So there's my 5 things. There's 5 steps I think you need to take in your business because I'm doing it right now. If I can help you in any way, please feel free to reach out. Click the link where you can book a strategy call with me. We can jump on a call. Happy to talk through any business challenge you might be having in your real estate business right now. No obligation, just offering to help. So I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.